Hello, I'm Paul Holmes again, and I'm going to take you through what we at Flowable mean by model-driven low-code intelligent business automation. And yes, if you're playing buzzword bingo out there, I probably just got a high score for you. First, what applications are appropriate for intelligent business automation? Well, there's plenty, and they go across a whole range of different areas and markets, from banking, insurance, healthcare, government, media manufacturing, average corporate, and also integrated into other vendors' software. And there are themes that go across all of these, things like onboarding, whether that's a client, a partner, a citizen, a patient, fulfillment of orders or requests, and offboarding as well. They're very suitable, particularly in areas which are highly regulated. Again, banking, healthcare, and government can be that way. Next, there are a couple of established disciplines behind intelligent business automation: case management and business process management. Case management is very good at describing the what. What is possible, what is available, what is appropriate at a particular point in time, whether it's about a person, an event, or an incident. It could be what steps are available to you, what information should be gathered. Business process management is very good at describing the how. How do I get from one point to another? What steps should I follow? What path, what journey is appropriate for me? These two disciplines can also work very closely together, so that you might have a case that at a particular point in time, a process is appropriate to be executed, and a human may decide at this point, I want to run this process. Likewise, in a process, it may be that you've collected a certain amount of information, whether from systems or people along the way, and now you have enough to actually create and establish a case. There are open standards that allow you to define cases, processes, and rules. And these standards are very visual, so you can draw out a case model or a process model very easily. These standards are CMMN, BPMN, and DMN. Of these, BPMN is probably the best understood and best known, and many tools are able to work with it. Likewise, DMN is becoming quite common amongst the tools that work with automation. CMMN is only recently becoming seen as a very powerful addition to the automation toolset, an extra tool that can be used to describe different ways of working with automation. The very smart people at Flowable have created some open source engines that can execute BPMN, CMMN, and DMN models. So if you can describe your automation in terms of cases, processes, business rules, tasks, forms, then you can run those in Flowable and with the Flowable open source engines. Now, in reality, with enterprise systems, often what you find is there's a lot more information and a lot more things that you need to create the overall application. That might be that you need to listen or publish events on an event stream, or that you need to have particular user roles and permissions and capabilities, or talk to particular external systems and services. So Flowable also provides models and engines that can interpret those models across all of these different areas. And what that means is the more you can model, the less you have to code. So how does that all come together to give you a live application? Well, at the heart are those engines. They can take your models and execute them at scale, up to millions of processes a day. There's a design environment that allows you to visually create your process and case models. Over time, you might build up a library of these models. What we call an app is a collection of these models, how you bring them together, wrap them together into an application that could be shared with a defined set of people. And these models may be specific to an individual application, or there may be ones that are common across multiple applications, a way of reusing these models. As an application executes, data is collected about all aspects of the processes and cases, and this allows you to understand where time may be being spent within a process, and help you understand ways in which you could improve the process or case. The data can also be passed out to machine learning systems. Now, normally when you want to change an application, maybe enhance a process within it, you have to go back and start from the beginning, maybe start a new project. With model-driven apps, you only need to change the models that are affected. If it's just one process that needs updating, just change that one process model. Deploy that and you can be running live again with the updated process in moments. One of the other unique features of Flowable is its dynamic evaluation and process injection. Maybe a human or AI system has spotted that something unusual is going on. Then they can inject a verification subprocess that changes the steps that are going to be executed for that one particular instance. So hopefully that's given you a flavour of what's possible. If you want to see it for yourself, try it now at flowable.com.